What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video we are Des Moines International Airport for the 36th airport update for the month of November 2023. We have ourselves a brand new model in this airport update and also a quick update on the new terminal project at the Des Moines International Airport. Starting off here at gate number 1, we have this Allegiant Airbus A319. This aircraft arrived in from Austin as flight 1496. This arrived in at 9:49 a.m., had a scheduled 10:11 a.m. arrival on Thursday, November 9th. The rest of the flights in this airport update are from Wednesday, November 8th. I went ahead and pulled a flight from the Thursday, November 9th flight board just to get an Allegiant in this update. Moving over to gate Alpha 3, we have the Southwest 737 MAX 8 coming in from Las Vegas as flight 2087 at 4:10 p.m. had to be scheduled 4:55 p.m. arrival, so arriving ahead of schedule by, 45 minutes. It's quite crazy. So I checked the flight board on Wednesday the 8th, and I did see that there was a bunch of Southwest MAXs, so it's good to see that they are coming in way more often into Des Moines. Still with a mix of 737, 700s, and 800s as well, but it looks like the MAXs are becoming more commonplace, and once the 700s are retired long term, I would definitely expect it to be exclusively 737 MAXs into Des Moines, but that won't be for a while. I would say maybe in the next 8 to 10 years that transition will be complete. Here's a new model that I was talking about. You'll see the Delta Connection Embraer 175 with the enhanced winglets in next week's airport update at Sioux Falls. Right here at Gate Alpha 5, we have this Republic Airways Embraer 175. This came in from New York LaGuardia as Flight 4250, operated by Republic Airways. At 7:11 p.m., had a scheduled 7:19 p.m. arrival. Now, I should clarify that this is the enhanced winglet 175 that flew on this routing, but since I only have one and I'm using it for another flight that we'll check out a little bit later, I figured I would use my Republic 175 house livery. Be a good way to get this introduced into the airport update, so you'll be seeing more of these in the future. And as always, we reach our United section. Both of these gates are occupied, so we'll go ahead and take a look at Gate Alpha 2 first, with this United 737-800 in the Continental Globe livery, coming in from Chicago O'Hare as Flight 2455 at 9:46 p.m. to be scheduled 9:58 p.m. arrival. Moving on over to Gate Alpha 4, we have this United Express CRJ 700 that came in from Chicago O'Hare as Flight 5363. This is operated by SkyWest, so that's why it's a 700 and not a 550, since those are exclusively GoJet aircraft. This arrived in at 10:32 a.m., had to be scheduled 10:49 a.m. arrival. That is everything we have here at Concourse A. Let's go check out Concourse C, where it's pretty full over there as well. So all the gates here at A are occupied, all but one over at C are occupied. At Gate Charlie 2, we have the Delta Connection CRJ 900 that came in from Detroit as Flight 5152, operated by Endeavor Air, at 4:55 p.m., had to be scheduled 5:08 p.m. arrival. Bit of an unusual place for American Eagle, since I haven't featured it here before, I don't think. Right here at Gate Charlie 4, we have this American Eagle CRJ 200 coming in from Chicago O'Hare as Flight 6026, operated by Air Wisconsin, at 8:06 p.m., delayed from a 7:53 p.m. scheduled arrival, so a 13-minute delay for this aircraft. Got ourselves another aircraft upgrade with the American A321 on the Charlotte service this time, Flight 825. This arrived in at 10:41 p.m., delayed from a 10:11 p.m. scheduled arrival, so behind by half an hour from Charlotte. So good to see that we do have the larger aircraft coming in with the 321. It looks like it'll still be periodic upgrades, at least for the foreseeable future, but perhaps it might become more commonplace, and it might even be standard for one of these routes. If I were to have to pick a route that the 321 would be standard on in the future for Des Moines, I would think Dallas. I think that might be the most likely route, but I'm just kind of guessing here. So if anybody has a better idea of what could be the case, feel free to leave a comment below. Here's that American Eagle E175 that I referenced earlier, sitting over here at Gate Charlie 7 on a Miami service, Flight 3558. This is operated by Envoy Air. This arrived at 11:12 p.m., had to be scheduled 11:52 p.m. arrival, so arriving ahead of schedule by 40 minutes. This Miami service is going to run daily through the winter, and it's going to go to a Saturday-only service starting on April 6th. So the daily service actually ends on that Wednesday before, which is April 3rd. So I figured I'd just mention that real quick since Miami is kind of an interesting route up here in Des Moines. I think they introduced this route not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken, because I remember hearing about a Miami route announcement a little while ago. And to cap things off at Des Moines, we have the Mad Pup parked at Charlie 1. This came in from Atlanta as Flight 2086 at 5:16 p.m. had to be scheduled 5:44 p.m. arrival. So we've got a lot of fast-moving aircraft. This is like the fourth aircraft that has arrived ahead of schedule by at least 20 minutes. So this case here, we are ahead of schedule by 28, which is ridiculous. So aircraft are moving fast in this update, getting ahead of schedule. So that's going to be the theme for this update. That'll do it for Des Moines in November of 2023. Quick update as well on the new terminal expansion. There isn't any photos that I can share, but I did find a news article which just said that a $350 million bond was passed by Polk County voters on November 7th. This is going to go towards funding the new terminal project. So good to see that they got the funding in and that they'll be able to continue construction on the new terminal project. Excited to see how that turns out, and hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on some good photos. So if anybody from Des Moines wants to help out with that, feel free to leave a comment or message me on Instagram. I'd be happy to receive your photos and use them in these updates whenever I do a quick update on the new terminal project. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.